Imagine losing everything, your family, your freedom, your very identity, and still discovering a reason to carry on. If you're wandering through life without direction, without a sense of purpose, there's a proven method for finding meaning even in the most desperate circumstances. And it was uncovered in the darkest chapter of human history. Have you ever woken up unsure of why you're doing what you do? Have you questioned what any of it is really for? Have you felt like you're simply going through the motions, not truly alive? If so, you're in good company. Millions of people experience what psychologists describe as existential emptiness, a deep sense that life holds no real meaning. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and the founder of logotherapy, found the answer to this question inside Nazi concentration camps. He noticed that people enduring the same horrifying conditions responded in vastly different ways. The difference wasn't physical strength, intelligence, or fortune. It came down to one very specific thing, something you can start applying today. But before we continue, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. Now, let's get back to it. The secret behind survival. Frankl observed that survivors shared one common trait: they had a why, a reason that pulled them forward each day. But here's the key insight. That why doesn't need to be something monumental. It doesn't need to be about changing the world or achieving greatness. It can be something seemingly small. For Frankl himself, it came down to three things: reconstructing his manuscript, reuniting with his wife, and supporting fellow prisoners through his skills as a psychologist. These were tangible, specific objectives. And that's your first practical takeaway. Stop chasing one grand life purpose. Instead, find specific purposes for specific seasons of life. Try this right now. Pick up a pen and paper. Write down 3 things you want to accomplish, experience, or resolve within the next 6 months. They don't need to be perfect. They just need to be genuinely yours. 3 ways to find meaning. Frankl identified 3 distinct pathways to meaning. Here's each one with real-world application. First, creative values, what you give to the world. This goes beyond art or innovation. It's about contribution in any form: your work, a side project, helping a friend, teaching a skill. Find one way to contribute this week. It might be mentoring a coworker, creating something useful, streamlining a process, or simply becoming someone others can rely on. Second, experiential values, what you receive from the world. This includes your relationships, your experiences, moments where you encounter beauty or connection. Frankl found this meaning even while mentally conversing with his wife in the labor fields. Set aside intentional time for experiences that connect you to others or to something larger than yourself, a genuine conversation, time in nature, or music that stirs something inside you. Third, attitudinal values, how you face unavoidable suffering. When you cannot change your circumstances, you can still choose your response. This was Frankl's most profound realization. The next time something goes wrong, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what can I take from this? How can this make me stronger? Frankl discovered that even inside the hell of a concentration camp, one freedom remained untouchable: the freedom to choose his attitude. He called it the space between stimulus and response. Between what happens to you and how you react, there is a gap. And in that gap lives your freedom. Of course, nothing we face today compares to what Viktor Frankl endured. Our struggles are far smaller in scale. But if his teachings helped him navigate something that extreme, they can absolutely help you navigate your everyday challenges. Here's a practice that can genuinely shift things for you. The next time something frustrates you, traffic, criticism, a problem at work, stop for 5 seconds, take a slow breath, and ask yourself, how do I choose to respond to this? This isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's impossible to feel positive all the time, especially when real problems are present. So I'm not saying never feel angry. What I'm saying is, don't let anger run you. Don't let fear steer you. Don't let frustration or anxiety take the wheel. Take ownership of your own mind. The paradox of happiness. Frankl made a counterintuitive observation: the harder you chase happiness, the faster it slips away. He called this paradoxical intention. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a byproduct of living meaningfully. So instead of asking, what will make me happy, start asking, what truly matters to me? How can I contribute? Shift your focus from pleasure to meaning. From comfort to growth. From being served to serving others. Harvard researchers found that people with a clear sense of purpose live an average of 7 years longer, face lower risks of Alzheimer's, and report significantly higher life satisfaction. Why? Because purpose generates energy, drive, and a genuine desire to show up. Meanwhile, others who have health, money, and recognition still live hollow, bitter lives. A Stanford study revealed that when people focus on contributing to something beyond themselves, stress drops and energy rises. Frankl had already proven this in practice, decades before science caught up. A 30-day action plan. Here's how to apply these ideas over the next month. Week 1. Find your why. List 3 things that give you energy. Identify 3 ways you can contribute to others. Choose 1 meaningful project to commit to. Week 2. Practice conscious choice. When something irritates you, pause for 5 seconds. Ask how you can respond with intention. Begin tracking the difference between automatic reactions and deliberate choices. Week 3. Pursue meaningful experiences. Have 1 deep conversation daily. Spend 10 minutes on something that connects you to beauty or wonder. Practice active gratitude, not passive, reflexive gratitude. Week 4. Transform suffering into growth. Name 1 current challenge in your life. Ask what it's trying to teach you. Then act on that lesson. What's most remarkable about Frankl isn't that he survived the Holocaust. It's that he emerged from it carrying a philosophy that has since helped millions of people around the world. He demonstrated that what happens to you is not what defines you, how you choose to respond is. And if he could find meaning in the most dehumanizing conditions imaginable, think about what you can create with the freedom and resources you have right now. Frankl's lesson is simple but demanding. You don't need perfect conditions to live meaningfully. You don't need more time, more money, or fewer obstacles. You need 3 things: a clear purpose for this chapter of your life, the awareness that your response is always your choice, and the courage to let suffering teach you something. Stop searching for happiness. Start building meaning. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Start moving with purpose. Stop seeing yourself as a product of your circumstances. Start owning your choices. The question that remains is this: if Viktor Frankl found meaning in hell itself, what is standing between you and a meaningful life today? Your life is ready for you. Your freedom of choice is already in your hands. The only question is, what will you do with it?